I watched
In
them
real
back to
life,
back.
in real life, I watched this one first because I saw it when it came out on video,
Same, same,
and then I
I think
watched
this
House of
is
Games years later.
this. I'm
same,
sorry. I
same.
think this is inferior on every other fucking level to the one prior, and it's not just because I'm watching going, oh, this thing again. Oh, this thing again. Oh, the scene where she's peering around a corner, finding out she's been conned. Like
Yeah.
it's literally the same fucking movie. Like all the beats are almost in the exact same part in terms of the running time.
I
Yeah.
really wonder if somebody from a studio went to Mamet and was like,
Give us one
"Hey,
more of those things.
yeah, let's do a bigger budget
And
version
boy,
of
did this
House of
need a Joe
Games."
Mantegna to, because Steve Martin is like being sat on or something. Like he's
Oh,
never been flatter.
But man,
Well,
I
he's trying to play against.
strongly
I remember when
disagree.
this came out. He's trying to play against type real hard
No, I
here.
get it.
Steve Martin's the best part of this movie by a country mile, and God
I mean,
damn it, I wish he'd done more of this.
now, okay.
Like,
Well, you like serious Steve Martin, right? That's your
oh
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that the thing is
I
his demeanor. Like, the thing about him is
L.A. story.
the beginning of this film is
Yeah.
Steve Martin. Here he is dead. And what's her name?
Pigeon.
The pigeon.
Rebecca.
I thought they were just so arch in the beginning of this film, because you read the blurb before you watch the movie on on streaming. It's like there's a con involved. I mean, these guys are like walking in like bad actors, like, oh, I'm a really, and Steve Martin's character is so gruff and unlikable. He's such an asshole that you just know he's not a good
Now,
guy.
some of that's not his fault because we're used to him not being basically being the opposite of that, and so
Right.
Yeah,
But I think that's supposed to. I think that
That's
actually,
why.
as far as conning goes, I think that's actually supposed to be him as like a disarming.
Yeah.
That is, he's basically telling you he's a bad guy.
Mhm.
So when he's giving you good advice,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm getting good advice
So
from
no,
this.
he's saying, listen to this guy. He's more.
And it really
from
is
this
playing off
business
his
shit.
real life persona.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I remember when this came out, everyone was like, "Oh, Steve Martin doing a serious thing," and I think Tad's right. Like if he had come in and been like this funny, nice guy,
With the arrow through his head.
we'd be like, okay, first of all, he's doing what he always does.
I don't know.
But it
And-
would have sold the caper better, because you wouldn't. The thing is, I was on guard immediately because nobody around our main character seemed real.
But he's a nobody around our main character was real. The
Yeah.
only real person in this movie,
I know he was.
besides the
That's
main
the thing is,
character,
it
is
telegraphed
fucking Ricky Jay.
I know, but it telegraphed itself
This
so
film.
stridently in this film. It's kind of hard to enjoy it. Although one thing I pointed out to Chris earlier is that this is one of the widest films I've ever seen. Everybody in this film is carrying around an Amex black card, and there's a scene like don't forget that 15 minutes of this film is two people apologizing to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
It's like-
again, this is a movie about business shit.
Oh my God! There's a bunch of it's all business shitheads. It's from
Yeah.
New York. Mhm.
Yeah, it's a New York business shithead movie, which is fine.
I had forgotten that Rebecca Pigeon was in on it.
Mhm.
Spoiler alert. Because I saw this when it came out and I liked it, but I'd forgotten that. So that was not because I knew pretty much everything else. I was like, oh, I know that Steve is the bad
Well,
guy.
because she's
and blah,
manic
blah,
pixie
blah.
dream girl for at least.
Yeah, she is pretty much actually. And that, you
yeah,
can tell
and I
by
remember-
you can tell by the haircut.
Which
Well, see, I
again
was-
is perfect for the con,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because again you're introducing these kind of new people to him, and she gets to be the one who lays all of the seeds for the actual con on him,
And
and Steve Martin's the one who's sort of like
He's the
causing
operator.
causing chaos.
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's the thing though, and this is what I thought of watching this time. I think she's the ringleader.
Mm,
Eh.
I think Steve Martin
disagree.
works for her.
I don't
On-
disagree.
on a personal note, I remember when this came out, I was pretty young and I found her, weird because of that, again, John, that acting, the acting style and everything.
The dialogue style,
Rebecca
yeah.
Pigeon. Yeah. And I found her unattractive. I was just like, oh, ew. And this time, I mean, I found her luminescent, radiant.
I was going to say,
beautiful.
God damn it! If you say anything about her not being attractive, I'm going to come through this.
No,
side.
she has a- she has a- she has a-
I thought she was so beautiful in this. I have the biggest crush on her now.
Yeah.
I think I was just too young and I didn't
Yeah.
understand.
She has cute hats.
God.
Yeah.
She's
So-
striking. in
Well,
but the
this.
thing
I
is,
just
like,
think she's good.
I know who you're paying attention to.
The
The
camera
film
loves her in this.
the bad guy isn't Steve Martin. It's him. It's this is all he manipulated all of it. So that's that whole thing
Ben
about
Gazzara, I love
the
him.
nesting cons going on and bigger and
Jackie
bigger until you
Treehorn.
find out it's everybody.
Jackie Treehorn.
Jackie Treehorn.
Jackie Treehorn, exactly. But
Also,
that's the
the
thing.
killing of Chinese
It's the
cookies.
same as before. It just rolls up until it's everybody.
Better movie.
I would.
Yeah.
Well, no, the two Japanese people at the end, the two marshals.
Oh gosh, that guy.
Well, they're actually, I think, U.S. Marshals, but
The Deus,
again,
the
Yeah,
Deus
that's what I'm
Ex, the
saying,
Deus
because I
Ex
was waiting
Machina,
for them to reveal that they weren't.
the Deus Ex Machina ending in this is a little like
kinda
that's
tacked
the
on.
one part where
Yeah.
I'm just like,
He
really,
he
this
wrote
is
himself
the-
into a corner and said, "I
Right.
got to
Yes,
this
the
out."
best
pretty
you could
much.
come up with was there's 4 people on this fucking boat and or 5 people on this boat and 2 of them are cops. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
Again, if I'd watched this movie a couple of years ago in a vacuum, I might have liked it a lot better. But watching it right after the other one, just feeling like I'm literally seeing the same fucking thing all over again. With
No, it's just watching the tape play out again.
But instead of a like somewhat of a romantic interest, like I remember.
No, but also like I'm on guard now. Like from the very first frame, like I'm watching for the con. Like I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
because it's like, okay, it's another one of those. And then at the 3/4 mark, to have her peer around the corner to see Rebecca Pigeon talking to the fake FBI agent in the streets, like it's literally the same shot from the first movie with her looking over the restaurant to see or the bar to see Mantegna and the other guys.
yeah,
I want
pretty
to
much.
see. I want one piece of trivia that I want to mention right here because you brought up Felicity Huffman.
Who's in this?
Rebecca Pigeon has a singing career
Yes.
that
Didn't know that.
that
Didn't know
is entirely vanity albums.
that.
One of which has a version of Auld Lang Syne on it that is partially rewritten by David Mamet,
What?
and her backup singer on a lot
You know
of
what
these
to do,
songs,
Scott.
and a lot of
Yes.
her backup singer on a lot of these songs is Felicity Huffman.
Oh,
That's
fun!
just
Fucking
like,
hilarious.
Funny.
are you goddamn kidding me?
Also,
Like,
how do you rewrite a classic?
I'm sure there's a basement
It's
studio in his
it's
place over in
it's-
Bel Air. He just does
He
all that stuff
improved the
there.
dialogue.
he puts it together with a Sam Cooke song and then
Uh-huh.
rewrites part of
Oy
it's
vey.
like the whole. I did not listen to it. I just read about it and I was like, I'm never listening to that. Like,
That's hilarious. I felt halfway through this movie, I was like, this is why adults should
I
never
love that
make,
shot.
adults should never
Yeah.
make new friends.
Yeah, true.
Don't make new friends.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
Don't
look at us.
trust
It's like,
anybody.
Don't like just stick with your old friends and
Don't
just-
fucking
Well,
trust
between this
anybody.
and the movie you picked about the people who cut the kids' tongues out, definitely don't make new friends on vacation.
No,
Don't
yeah,
make new
no.
friends on
Right,
vacation.
yeah.
God,
Yeah,
that
this
film.
is a vacation friendship too,
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Mhm.
or at least a meeting.
Also, I was kind of amused by the process. The process.
That was a
The
drinking
process.
game.
I'm going back to The
MacGuffin.
Simpsons again.
That was
where
a good
Homer-
reveal though when he opens the book and it's blank pages. That was fucking cool.
But yeah, so it was all formulas and math and like that. That was
Yes,
not.
but again,
but that's the bag full of empty money that you see in a lot of these movies.
in
know,
a
like that,
yeah,
better,
like trade paper.
there's a better movie that David Mamet largely wrote that has this same
Yeah.
part in it, which and the same idea. You never find out what's in the case in Ronin, but it
Yeah.
has the
Or
gimmick
Pulp Fiction.
case.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
I thought it was skates, ice skates.
You never see
It's-
the Glengarry leads either.
yeah,
No.
but that's nowhere near as important.
Gary leads.
Anyway,
Like-
rolling back to the pro. Go ahead, finish your thought if you have a
Well,
thought.
I do love again. It's not quite the in media res thing, but Mamet saying like, I'm going to give you the least amount of information possible.
Yeah.
And one of the things is you don't need to know what the MacGuffin is because it's a MacGuffin.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah.
like he's literally just out there. Like,
When
I'm pulling pieces of this plot away from you.
Well,
And
the whole thing is like with the MacGuffin, the process is the most important and special thing in the world, and that's all we need to know. Now, going back to I was referring to
They
the
never even
Simpsons.
tell you exactly how much money it's worth.
There's an episode of The Simpsons
I
where
love that where he just writes it on the board and you
Yeah.
never see anything other
never
than the
see the
dollar
number.
sign.
yeah. But anyway, there's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer's trying to think of ways to make money for his family. And he has a dream that he invented something. And you never see it. It's always out of reach. He says, and he's trying to convince himself in a dream to turn it around so he can actually see what he invented. And it never happens. So it's kind of like that weird, the truth is hidden here. You get close to opening up that briefcase in Pulp Fiction, but you don't.
Right.
No.
Well, you
And
do
there's-
open it up and all you see is the light and then nothing else.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
right.
and that's a
Well,
reference
that's because
to
it's just a light bulb.
yeah.
No, it's
But that's a-
Marcellus Wallace's soul.
That's what they
It's
say.
his soul.
But it's also a reference to "Kiss Me Deadly," my favorite.
Absolutely.
film noir. So,
Either way, it's like it didn't really matter what it was. All I know is it was worth a lot of money.
well,
So there it is.
there's two things.
Also, wait at the end? The Japanese end up with it or not? What's going on? What
No,
happened?
they sold it to the Swiss.
Yes.
Yeah.
He still
'Cause
lost
he,
it though.
He says that when
oh,
they're
it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
another person sort of playing against type who shows up only for a moment, but doing like Steve Martin here is the guy from Married with Children,
Yeah.
Ed
O'Neill.
God had
Ed
it
O'Neill.
a minute ago.
who
Ed
shows up
O'Neill-
for a second, also playing sort of against type here, right? A very serious.
Hey, I didn't buy him for a second though. He says he was a cop, and I'm like, no, you're
Oh,
not.
I did. I
He
was
never says
not
me.
he's-
Not
he
once.
never says he's a cop.
No, he just-
like that's one of the great things
That's
about that
true.
part of the con is he walks into the room and Felicity Huffman's there and then Ed O'Neill just starts barking orders
Yep.
at
Yeah,
him.
right.
And it's like
But there's radios and talking and code
You've
words and
obviously
things
How
like
many
that.
people were on the payroll? We
And
should
he's
do
the
a
one.
obviously
He's the one that
never met
switched
an
the process.
right. You've
Look.
never met an FBI agent because the first thing an FBI agent does as soon as you get anywhere near them is tell you that they're an FBI agent. Like it's just immediately.
well, that was
the
before
thing
Trump, but yes,
happens.
that's true.
Like
The
How
other thing
many
that-
people do we think they had on the payroll for this con? 36?
yeah, like the entire staff at the restaurant, like
Yeah.
Like there's so many people.
that's
That's
that is
the-
that is one of the things that besides the ending, one of the things I don't like about this movie is now rewatching it is just being like, okay, you're in on it, you're in on it, you're in on it, you're in on it.
Everyone's
Like,
in on
did
it.
It's only exceeded by the number of people in on it in the game.
Did they have a
Yeah.
yeah, but in the game specifically, he's paying like millions of dollars for that experience.
But okay,
Like whatever they sold this shit for, like what are they doing? Posting like Craigslist ads?
I was gonna hold
fucking
off to the
actors?
I was gonna hold off to after the show. This particular segment's over, but I'm gonna say it now. I watched The Sting right after I watched this
That's a lot of people.
because
too.
Fucking
this is a
great movie.
lot like The Sting.
Oh yeah.
But in the
Yeah.
but in this thing, they show you how the sausage is made.
But also, The Sting is also actually it's got a great sense of humor, and it's
Oh,
got
yeah.
some really amazing actors in it, and
Oh,
it's
incredible.
Movie
it's a
stars.
different beast entirely from this
Real.
film.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
will
when
say-
I'm watching this thing, I'm like, who's hotter? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
no,
will
I
say-
can't. Don't ever make me. No, never make me
The
choose
answer
between
is
Redford
Robert
and,
Shaw.
Newman.
I will say that the music really hurts this movie too.
Oh,
The-
and it's not. It is so unattractively lit. It's flat. There's no
That's true.
contrast.
Well, because this was like the late '90s, early 2000s.
no, the other
Dude.
way. House of Games looks great.
It does. It
I know
looks
because that
good.
was the '80s.
Yeah.
They listen. Go watch any movie from like the year 2000 and look at the lighting, dude. It's so fucking.
Although I
bad.
think he did a good job. I think Campbell Scott actually.
Campbell Scott is actually very suited to
Yeah.
Mamet's
He's
dialogue and
fine.
style.
Yeah. Also, he's like he's like Connecticut white.
One
so
thing
it
that
works.
really bothered me though was the moment they were trying to go to the airport and get him out of there at the end, and there was this whole thing about this. What did he touch? Did he touch anything? And the first thing I said was the fucking book
the
that you
book.
kept, dickhead.
Right. Yeah.
And then they had to have that lady say it 1,002 times
Yeah.
to her stupid child, and I was like, okay, I got it the fucking first time, and I also guessed it before that fucking chick even
That
said
feels
anything.
that
What's
feels
wrong
like
with
that
this?
feels like a studio note to me. That
Yeah, maybe.
feels like the studio like it feels to me like he gets in line in the script,
Mhm.
gets in line, kid drops the book, woman picks it up. Oh, you ripped the cover. Boom.
Boom. Yes,
But-
that's what it should have been.
Mhm.
Right. But
Done.
the studio note
They're all,
is no.
"Will
you
they
have to
get it?
build, you
Will
have to
they
build
get it?"
more tension in this, and you have to force feed the audience.
Yeah, like the Netflix style. We have to actually repeat what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, did you even watch it?
Well, Chris, I'm a problem solver, and I have a heart of gold. We all know that biscuits never come in threes, and what you order isn't always what you get in the basket.
Oh my God! Of course he
No.
saw it. You hear this dialogue?
If we're all swinging from the monkey bars, that doesn't make us all monkeys. Maybe just one of us wants a banana.
This is the clip.
Okay, that's the clip, John. Sorry.
John's review.
Oh my God.
But okay, the one thing I will say is I have met
They did
people,
talk like that to
I
each other
have
the whole
met
fucking
What
time.
the fuck? I complained about this. I complained about this with those other two Mamet movies where there's this scene where somebody says, "In the desert, there's an echo. In the forest, there's always a sound." I'm like, what? He's just writing words
And it's always
down
and
having
it's
the
that fat
actors
guy too.
say
It's
them.
it's that fat guy in Campbell Scott just back and forth with those things. By the way,
almost everything that they do in this is premised with "as someone said," and
Yeah.
I have met
as a man once said,
people in my life, and those are all real quotes or close to real quotes. Like literally, I put a thief in my mouth to steal my brain is from fucking Othello. Like,
Mm.
and I have met people in my life who almost entirely speak in literary cliches.
In quotations and cliches. Yeah.
More than us?
Yes.
Wow.
And those people are fucking insufferable.
Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe those people should get punched in the nose once in a
Bingo.
while.
And this
And-
movie is full of them.
And these people, and I think intentionally, are fucking insufferable because it's about New York business shitheads.
Mhm. Who are
Anyway,
usually
so all my comments about the last movie, just take them, put them on this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I get it.
mind you,
I did say to my coworker today, because I was thinking about this film, is that Uncut Gems is the mirror universe version of this movie.
oh yeah.
Because the Safdie brothers dialogue in that is actually really close to this,
Mhm.
but it's about people who are incredibly incompetent at everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Mhm.
I don't think the
Like-
dialogue is similar
Nobody's
at all.
hyper competent in those movies.
No, it's. I think it's similar because this is the dialogue of people who are super competent at one thing, and
Yeah.
that is a movie about people who are incompetent at
Yeah.
everything.
Well, one thing about with
That's
this
true.
film about this is like I guess it's about finance, the finance world in some ways, and then many
Who the
years.
fuck knows?
And who knows? They never say about business. I can't
They
figure it out.
could
Either
be
way,
selling widgets.
but it's some sort of widget thing. That thing is like, and there have been enough films, enough things about New York big business to realize these guys actually communicate in grunts.
Yeah.
No one's read anything. They're not literate. They don't know. They're doing illusions or
Well, the
or
that's
similes
Mamet.
or anything.
And the
There's-
literate
yeah,
people,
It's
and
Mamet. Yeah.
the literate people are the lawyer who everybody kind of doesn't like besides the main character,
Mhm.
and the main character who doesn't quite fit in the company because he's this weird genius off
That's
in
right.
his closet working on this process. Like the rest of the people do kind of communicate in grunts, and I love the scene in this
Mhm.
where after Steve Martin primes him, he goes into that meeting and they try to get him to sign the contract, and he's just like, no, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Because
You know-
that's actually the one real thing that Steve Martin tells him is these people are going to fuck you over,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
they are going to treat you like shit afterwards because they feel guilty about
That's
it.
the first part of the con.
That's
and
actually a really
it.
good line.
That is a good line.
Yeah.
It also
I
one
agree.
thing about this is 1999. This was made, right?
The 7.
7.
1997. Okay, it's almost 99. So it's almost the time The Matrix came out. I'd wish this guy was Neo. Or actually, no, Mr. Anderson, actually. Because the thing is, one thing that was lacking in this film is like technology. He's like writing
You mean
everything.
Agent
books and-
Smith?
No.
Yeah.
I wish he was like Keanu Reeves' character in The Matrix. Who's a computer
Which
genius.
his name is
who's really
Anderson.
obsessed. It's kind of a little
His
bit,
name's
like
Anderson.
it was one of those kind of like low affect
Mr.
computer guys.
Anderson.
Yeah, that guy. If he was like
but
him,
there is
I would've bought that.
technology. There is technology in this movie, and I thought that was interesting. Is he's using Steve Martin's using the laptop in his fake house,
right?
and then he does have a cell phone later on too.
He does.
But
Mhm.
we're in this kind of in between period
That's
where
right.
laptops aren't super
Mhm.
common, cell
Mhm.
phones aren't super common, and you didn't have your cell phone with you all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have
the way that shot is staged.
They
It's
couldn't
made.
afford all
They
minutes.
make they make a point of oh, he has a phone. You know,
Yeah.
they showcase it a little bit.
Yeah.
I remember when I was pretty young, but when this movie came out, though, this was a fucking huge hit.
I wish
It was
pretty
a
big.
huge fucking deal.
Mhm.
Critically, I mean, this was like
Yeah, critically acclaimed.
acclaimed.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
And everyone was talking about this fucking movie. I mean, I think I was working at a video store, and of course, I watched it. But like this was a big like, oh shit movie.
What was it?
Yeah.
I love that Roger Ebert specifically called out that it doesn't have any cursing in it, and he's like, Mamet must have been very pleased with himself when he got his first PG.
Yeah.
Probably. Also, that's
Opposite
a
of Glengarry there.
that's a reflection of kind of the
everyone-
refined New York thing going on here too. Everyone's kind
Right.
of the comedy
All
of
these
manners.
people went
There's
to
a this
Yale.
could have been a comedy of manners as well.
Yeah.
It almost was in some places.
By the way, I thought Ben Gazzara was really good in the.
Oh, he's great. He's great in everything though. That guy, he's got presence, man. Come on.
Yeah, he
Right.
sure does.
I was going to say, when isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right. I think it's
I
time
was
for.
amazed that Campbell Scott is George C. Scott's son.
Ugh.
There's some resemblance, not much.
Not much.
I never
but
knew
they're
that.
both great.
I never knew
actors.
that either.
I knew that.
I
He's
never
just
knew
not,
that.
He's just not.
Rommel,
screaming
you
as much.
magnificent bastard!
Yeah, he's not right. He's not over the top like his dad was. But okay, Jim, it's all yours, man.
Turn it off.
Put the timer on, 60
okay,
seconds.
Yeah, you're all wrong. It's a fantastic movie. Cut to credits.
Okay.
I like it. I like this movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
It drove me crazy, and I was entertained, and I'm gonna give it a thumbs up again. So
What?
Are we doing okay?
Yeah, thumbs
Uh,
up.
no,
I like both these
I-
picks, Jim. I like.
I
Mamet.
saw the first one. Seeing it again just didn't do anything for me.
Same
I
thing.
like-
Yeah,
like
but hold
11
on.
like
But
11
you watched
o'clock.
this one. Whoa, Scott. You watched this one first.
And you said, you know what? The first one is when he invented all this stuff. This is a repetition of the first thing
Well,
he did
yeah,
the
but I
first
didn't
time.
realize you watched them out of order.
I watched
He
them.
retrojected that.
You
He
saying
did do
they're out
that.
of order says everything you need to say about what I just talked about.